And
Yeah, so the next time we see him is in the Enterprise episode in a Mirror Darkly Part 2, looking, in my opinion, even more ridiculous than the guy in the rubber suit.
it looked worse than a rubber suit, absolutely. The first thing I have to point out was that the Gorn on Arena had insectoid, like multi-eyeball. And the Gorn in a Mirror Darkly, now I realize it's a mirror universe, so there's a lot of things that could be different, but it had regular, like, yellow lizard eyes.
Yeah, and plus it's set up more to look like a velociraptor type creature.
Yeah.
At least I think you see a total of 2 or 3 of them in the Enterprise episode, because I did watch it. The first episode I've watched of Enterprise was not impressed at all. Maybe starting out on a Mirror episode was not the best way to see that show in its glory, quote unquote. But
Yeah, I have to say Enterprise never did a whole lot for me. Apparently Manny Koto took over for the last 2 seasons and kind of righted the ship. But, by then I'd quit watching.
yeah, so by the time we catch up with the Gorn and Enterprise, again, like Jeremy pointed out, this is a mirror universe, so things could have, just because they act a certain way in the mirror universe doesn't mean that it transfers over to the regular universe. So this stuff is with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Although, to be fair, they weren't acting any different from what we saw in both Arena and the episodes on Strange New Worlds. So I feel like Enterprise is kind of a blend of the two, because you still have that super aggressive Gorn chasing people down on the ship, but in other parts, there's also like this slave runner Gorn who seems to speak English somehow. I guess you could say it was part of the Universal Translator. It could be that the Federation had run across the Gorn well before Kirk did the first time.
Oh, sure.
Or even, I guess now, Pike and Co.
Well, and just kind of give a different idea there. So in Arena, they were attacking the people on Cestus 3 because for the Gorn, that had always been one of their colony worlds. And they come back and, like, everybody they left there's gone, and there's humans there. So they're like, oh, okay, I don't know what this is, but we're just going to bomb the bejesus out of you guys. Or I don't know if the Gorn worship bejesus, but, if they did. And in A Mirror Darkly, the Gorn we see there, God, this name they give him, Slar.
I mean, that kind of sounds like a Klingon name.
It does. It sounds like a generic villain of the week name. Like, that could have been a bad guy on Highlander. He worked for the.
I was thinking it had been a bad guy on the Serene Squall. a crew member of the pirate.
That would have totally worked. So he works for the Thoin Assembly, working on the USS Defiant, which of course is a Constitution class ship that came from the Prime universe into the Mirror universe. And then he goes mano a mano with Captain Archer, and then Archer uses a gravity plate to like stick him to the floor and stomp on him.
Oh yeah, that was interesting use of technology there. I mean, it was cool for sure, but
well, it's the first time we ever saw anything like that.
Yeah, as far as I know, the only time we ever saw anything like that.